Hola artistas, this is Miss Paula Liz y bienvenidos. Last class we talked about how the world needs your voice. Sí, la tuya. We are all unique y todos tenemos algo importante que decir. Today we will begin drawing a digital self-portrait to help us say something with our art and our words. Vamanos, let's learn more. Today we will draw a digital self-portrait. Hoy dibujaremos un autorretrato digital. Pero antes de empezar, what is a self-portrait? ¿Qué es? Well, a self-portrait is a picture you draw or paint of yourself. In order to help us find the courage to say something, we first must look deep inside and learn to love and appreciate ourselves as we are. To help us, let's watch this short film titled The Reflection in Me, written by Mark Colagiovanni and illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. Press pause as we watch along together. Wow, what a wonderful story! It's a great reminder of how perfectamente perfecto you are. Recuerda that you are an important part of this world, and you have something important to say. So let's take another look at how artists can use their art and their words to say something. ¿Qué puedes decir con su arte y palabras? How do you want to draw your self-portrait to share your message? Know that your self-portrait can look however you want it to. You can find more images and posters at amplifier.org. Here's a guide to help you draw your self-portrait. You can be looking forward or turned to the side. This perspective is called a profile. You can use a website such as Clecky or Pixlr to create your digital self-portrait. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Pixlr E. Begin by going on to pixlr.com and clicking on Advanced Pixlr E. On the left sidebar, press Create New. Make sure that Full HD is selected and give your file a name. I'm going to call mine Say Something. Then press Create. Now you have a blank canvas to create your digital art. Let's use the Fill tool to paint our background. Click on the circle to pick your color. Move the bar up and down to change the hue and select the value of your color. Once you have the color you want, press OK. Now simply click on the checkered screen and you have your background. Think of this as a digital collage where we want the bottom layer to be the background. So we need to add a new empty layer on top. On the right side under Layers, click on the plus sign, then select Empty. This will create a new blank layer on top of our background to draw our self-portraits. To begin, click on the Draw tool, which looks like a paintbrush. From here at the top, you can change the softness of your brush and also the size. There are also preset brush sizes and shapes that you can choose from. I'm going to use the 30 pixel preset round brush. Select and change your color on the bottom left. Choose what color you want for your skin. It could be realistic or imaginary. To find shades of brown, you're going to want to drag the bar between orange and red. In the square, choose the value you want selected and then press OK. Now you can begin to draw your self-portrait. I suggest starting your drawing with your head. I'm going to draw my self-portrait in a profile view by drawing an egg-shaped oval on the right side. Next, I'm going to draw my neck, mi cuello, followed by my nose or nariz. My nose looks a little low. I want to try to draw it again. So I can go up to Edit and click Undo and redraw my nose. Since we're drawing digitally, instead of erasing the lines, we're going to use the Fill tool. Click inside and this will fill the space in between your shapes. Make sure your lines connect for this to work. If you see any background color showing through, use the Draw tool to fill it in. To make my forehead come out a little bit more, I want to use a bigger brush. You can change the size and shape of your brush anytime you want. I'm going to use a slightly bigger brush to make my forehead larger. In addition to drawing, you can also erase. Just like the drawing tool, you can change the softness and size of your eraser. Now we're ready to add some facial features. Click on the Draw tool to begin. You'll notice that we need to pick a new color. The easiest way to do this is by clicking the arrows to switch the colors. Instead of black, I can choose a dark brown for my eyes. You can choose your own eye color for your self-portrait. I'm going to start off by drawing a small circle for my pupil. In order to draw the outline of my eye, I'm going to need to pick a smaller brush size. Parece a un triángulo pequeño. I can now use the fill tool to paint it white. Ahora podemos dibujar las cejas. I will need to select a new color for my eyebrows and also make the brush size a little bit larger. Ahora dibujaremos la boca. I can use the eraser tool to make it look like my mouth is open. Now I look like I'm ready to say something. Don't forget to add some color to your lips. Remember that you can always select Undo. And you can switch between your lip and skin color. Now we can draw your ear, tu oreja. Let's select a color similar to our skin, but slightly darker in value. Ahora es el tiempo para dibujar el pelo. Choose a color and brush to draw with. In addition to the color, think about the length, texture, and style of your hair. You can add texture to your hair by using more than one color. Depending on your hair, you can use straight, wavy, or curly lines. You can change the shape and size of the brush to help you. Don't forget to add other details to your self-portrait, such as clothes as well. You can use the picker tool to actually select a color you've already used in your picture. Now I can go back and add or edit details. In addition to the drawing tool, you can also use the shape tool. Select the shape you want to draw with at the top, and then click and drag over where you want it to go in your picture. Notice that the default is to have the shape filled with color. Since I want to draw glasses and want to have the inside empty, I'm going to deselect Fill. Now I can use the shape tool to draw my glasses. If I want to make them a little bit thicker, I can increase the stroke number. I can use a line in the shape tool as well. Now let's see how we can add some highlights and shadows. You can do this by changing the opacity of a color. When you lower the opacity, it makes the color more transparent, meaning that you can see through it a little bit. I lowered my opacity to 17% to add these highlights and shadows. Keep in mind that you don't need to finish your self-portrait today, so if you don't get through all these steps, that's okay. At the end of class, be sure to save your progress so you can continue working next time. To do this, first click on File, then click on Save. Here you can change your file name. Make sure JPG is selected as the file type. Increase the quality to 100%. And finally, press Download. Now it's your turn. First, use Pixlr E to draw your digital self-portrait. Then, save your image as a JPG file. And finally, post your progress to share with others. Recuerda que parte de este proyecto es decir algo con tu arte y palabras. Well, I hope you enjoyed learning why your voice matters. And I can't wait to see your self-portrait progress. Recuerda, we are all unique y todos tenemos algo importante que decir. Para la próxima clase, we will finish our self-portraits and use our voice to add an important message to our art. Remember, tu voz es importante. Until next time, adiós artistas!